Solitaire video. Tonight, I am tired. Anyway, we have ourselves a new deck to continue through our journey to 1000, so let's open it up and see what we'll be working with tonight. I hope you've been well. Let's take a quick peek and see what we'll be working with here. So it looks to be a somewhat older style of face cards. Nice box. Let's start off with a casino shuffle. And as we do, please get yourselves nice and comfy. Let's double up on the casino shuffles. Add that negative stat to the tally as we had quadruple nines. Almost shut out. Down to our final play. But I don't think we have a chance anyway. But maybe I'm wrong. And it looks like I am. Okay. New game here. Well, I guess not. As that was pretty short-lived. Nowhere for that 2. 10. 4. 4 once again. 3 and jack. On to game number 3. Well, that was a bit of a tease, wouldn't you say? I was gonna say, if anything, it's gonna be queens left unturned. Triple queens. Quadruple queens. Back-to-back games with isn't too bad. Very good durability, good texture, bolder numbers for a bicycle deck. One of their variations on art style, both on the numbers and facings. It seems to be an off-white, so it's nothing great. They just did a lot of things well. And for being a simple deck, I think a 7.5 is a fitting rating for this deck. Surprised me. I honestly wasn't expecting this one to amount too much. I just decided let's give it a chance, since it is a deck by the visuals, especially compared to our others, can be overlooked by judging the cover. Let's see if game 3 can do anything better. So far it's been pretty rough. By the way, 3 plays from our hand already, so we can't play that 9 just yet. Wasn't that what we're looking for? And we have our first fat stack of the night to our left. Is this our comeback game? And our third play. And once again, our third play. Once again, 3 plays. Our second fat stack. And it looks like we will just elude our queen, as there's nowhere for that 10 or jack. Last chance right here. And it looks to give us just a little bit more hope, but that is it. No play remaining on the field. We took this one as far as we could, but ultimately just a little bit short. much better game than our previous two, but ultimately a 7 of clubs left unturned. Let's do another casino shuffle as we head into game number 4. I have to share something with you. Literally 2 minutes before we started this episode, I was asleep. And I've still been waking up this entire time. And I am incredibly tired. At the time of recording this, it is 3 in the morning. But we have to keep our streak alive. A little over 1 more month until we get to 500 consecutive days. As we have ourselves a 888 start. That's pretty rough. I can guarantee about 2 minutes after this game is over, I'll be back in bed, asleep. And that is very rare to happen that quickly. Here we go. I'm thinking as we go through this, I don't think this is the case, but I don't think we've ever had a night where we've had a double, quadruple, or a double quartet, and seeing the lack of plays in the 888s made me think maybe we had a 9 left unturned, but it turns out we didn't. But that is the end to our 4th game, as there's nowhere for those double, triple kings, double queens, jack, and 5. Let's clean it up and head into our final game of the night. And I'm gonna give it a little break because I don't know why dogs outside are barking at 3 in the morning. 3:20 in the morning now. As we had 999s, 1010s, and that's it. And it would seem at the moment the dog has shut up. Never mind, give me 1 second. That was annoying. But on the bright side, it's done. So whenever that happens, and there has to be a pause due to loud noises outside, that is typically, if it's a dog, it will happen with 1 more bark. houses are set up in rows. I'm not at the end, but I'm close. So there really shouldn't be anything for the dogs to be barking at this late at night. And we have our own dogs here. And if there was anything to be concerned about, they would be barking much more than the neighbor's dog. Anyway, you know, whenever you're tired, things just peeve you off a little bit more. It's become a pet peeve of mine overdoing these 620 somewhat episodes. Here we go. Final game of the night. 3 absolute bombs of games with a middle ground decent game. If it continues the pattern, this should not be a good game. But if we create a new pattern, then this should be a good game. I'm hoping for the new pattern, even if it may keep me from resting a bit longer. At least we'll have a better night of cards. Maybe find ourselves or run ourselves into a win. But at the moment, too many middle cards. And that's the concern. And once again, that little dog starts barking for no apparent reason. How would you deal with a dog like this? I never quite cared for the higher pitched barks. And I just realized that we have ourselves triple 9s on the field. And pretty much throughout our entire night, we have had to deal with a triplet in one form or another. And somehow, we managed to make a large stack, but 1 card short of a fat stack. And actually, never mind. If anything to take away from this game is that we, despite our tough games, come across with 3 fat stacks so far. And most likely, that's it. That is our 3rd play, I believe. And we go through a round another time. Might as well. And this would be our 3rd play, I think. Honestly, it's all blending together at this point. We are officially stuck with a jack and a queen. So 3 fat stacks finalizes our night in that regard. 1 card left to be unturned. The king we expected. And my friend, we have just ended our night with a victory. So we broke the pattern, created a new one, and honestly, miraculously, managed a win. And that is the word of the night. six added to our stats. All of the spades, ace to king. All of the clubs. Next, the hearts with the diamonds. Let's see how we do. It felt decent, but at the beginning, there's probably a hiccup. There it is. And after that, it felt very smooth. So not our best victory shuffle, by far, not our worst. I'm going to bed, sorry. I hope you enjoyed. I need a slight sleep, and you do too. So please have a relaxing remainder of your night. Many sweet dreams. And until we meet again, stay safe and eat your fruits and vegetables.